hello and welcome to Destination Timeshare. We're here again today at the Westin Kierland Villas. It's not quite as hot. It's in the evening, though. It was in the evening the other day when I recorded that other video about the changes to Interval International that are coming up. If you actually want to see that video, I will put a link up here in the upper right. A lot of changes coming to Interval International. But today, we're actually here under the misters. Beautiful things that put out mist, water. Truly fantastic here. It keeps it nice and cool where I'm sitting. Even though it's really not that hot out today because there's a lot of cloud cover. But anyway, I'm here today to talk about hotels and something that Marriott Vacation Club and Abound is actually kind of advertising, marketing, and promoting as Hello Hotels. They've actually been in on a big push on this since not long after the May 8th Marriott Vacations Worldwide quarterly earnings call for the first quarter. John Geller kind of mentioned in his introductory comments that, and this summer we plan to launch the ability for our Marriott branded owners to seamlessly book directly into any of Marriott's 9,000 plus hotels around the world using their vacation ownership points. Now, if you remember, for a long time, the Marriott Vacation Club has actually allowed you to use your Vacation Club points to book select hotels around the world, not a very exhaustive or extensive list, essentially individual properties that they came up with an agreement with to be able to book hotel rooms using your Vacation Club points. But yeah, that ability has kind of always been there, but what's different now is you can actually use your club points directly on the Marriott Vacation Club owner website to make reservations at any of the Marriott Vacation Club hotel properties. Now, let's not get too excited here, because we're going to get into some of the details, and I'm here to tell you it's really actually kind of an insult that they're even providing this as a benefit. So let's just kind of talk about this here a little bit. He did go on to say, all these initiatives are helping to drive higher owner and guest satisfaction while lowering our costs. I think they're more concerned there with lowering their costs based on how this is kind of really turning out to be, because you're not going to be overly satisfied with what we have to see. And what I've actually seen is, since we've been traveling a fair bit now, we've actually seen a lot of marketing placards, those big posters, big signs, little kind of desktop cards in the sales floor at the concierge desk when they try to sign you up for a timeshare sales presentation or owner's update, kind of advertising this Hello Hotels. The marketing materials seem to indicate, they have the big sign, Hello Hotels. That seems to be their big push. They even have a new scratcher card. If you haven't been to a Marriott Vacation Club resort recently, when you first go and visit the concierge, they've kind of been giving it these little scratcher cards. I had like a cruise contest, scratch it off, see if you want a prize. Usually the prizes, maybe if you win anything, which I haven't won anything, and I've scratched a lot of those cards, like 500 Bonvoy points or something like that. One of the concierge told me one time the most they had seen somebody win was 5,000 Bonvoy points. But anyway, they are now giving out scratcher cards. They're promoting this Hello Hotels and their new hotel programmer product. Yeah, their placards basically say, exciting news for owners coming in summer 2025. Well, it's technically already here, and we'll get into that here in just a bit. And those placards also say, book your stay with club points at thousands of hotels worldwide. Ask us how. And the ask us how is essentially to rope you into a owner update or timeshare sales presentation. Because what I found when I actually go to the owner's update, because I've done plenty of them since they rolled this out, I've asked very pointed questions about the Hello Hotels program. The sales reps know absolutely nothing. I don't think they've been given any kind of training whatsoever, other than this is just being used to rope people in, entice them to come in and find out about it, to sell you more points, sell you more timeshare, get you to purchase more from Marriott Vacations. So unfortunately, there's not really a whole lot of information you're going to get while you're at a sales presentation about this. You can actually find out much more just by watching to the end of this video, and also going online here with the instructions I'm going to give you and doing some comparisons for yourself. And some other things that goes on here to say is, as you use your club points for stays at thousands of hotels around the globe, all part of the Marriott family of brands. So it's only going to be Marriott hotels and resorts, so Westin, Fairfield Inn, Residence Inn, St. Regis, all the 30 plus brands that Marriott International actually owns. So the marketing people are really pushing this, of course. They say, you need to find out about the new hotel option. So they're really pushing it to try and get you to sign up for a timeshare sales presentation, because that's how they kind of earn their keep, is getting people in the door, getting their butts in a seat on the sales floor. So, like I said, salespeople have no clue about it though once you actually get in there. To actually find out more about this for yourself, go to the owner's website, MarriottVacationClub.com, log in using your owner login credentials, and then what you do is you click on the Use Points in the drop down up at the top, and then you select Cruises, Hotels, and More. You think for something that was kind of this prominent for them, they've kind of put it front and center, At least as of the last time I looked, they hadn't done that. Then from there, you're going to select hotels. Then from there, you can click on search availability. You can kind of ignore the date picker that you'll actually see on that screen, because all it does is really kind of tells you how many Abound club points you have to use, and it then also kind of sets your initial search criteria when you get to the next screen. So you really don't need to worry about kind of that date picker, at least what my experience is. And then you're going to get a pop-up saying you're leaving the Marriott Vacation Club website for an external website. We'll get into that here in just a little bit. Now, something I want to point out, there is some really, really fine print in kind of the fold of the terms and conditions, or the more option. You really have to kind of dig for it. It is buried under, like I said, a fold. You have to click on a thing to expand. And what it says in there is hotel bookings are not eligible to earn Marriott Bonvoy points or receive Bonvoy benefits. So of course, you're booking using club points. You're not going to earn Bonvoy points for your booking as if you were paying cash, right? So if you pay $100 cash, you might earn 10 points per dollar, 15 points per dollar, depending on whatever your Bonvoy Elite level is. But you're not going to earn anything like that. From what we can tell already, you're not going to earn any Elite Night credits towards Bonvoy status levels. So if you want to be Platinum, you want to be Titanium, Gold, whatever it might be, you need to earn Elite Night credits to get there. These stays won't qualify for that. And what it seems like also, you won't qualify for that welcome amenity or welcome gift, which is 500 or 1,000 Bonvoy points when you check in at one of the hotels. And it also seems you wouldn't qualify for certain upgrades based on being a higher level Bonvoy member. And you might not even qualify for hotel lounge access. So if you're staying at a hotel that has a concierge lounge or some other type of lounge, maybe they offer drinks, maybe they offer snack items, something like that, you won't qualify for that, and you probably won't even qualify for the breakfast benefit based on Bonvoy Elite level status. So just consider you're probably not going to get any Bonvoy benefits when you book using club points at these hotels. And that's kind of obvious here, because it's just like you're booking through Expedia.com, Booking.com, Priceline.com, any of those other kind of external websites, because they're actually using a third party here called Hopper Technology Solutions. What this is kind of a company or website that allows different companies to white label a website to make it look like you're booking through that website to book hotels and properties. Might be a credit card company or an airline out there that uses this company as a vendor to essentially facilitate booking of hotels at all kinds of hotels around the world, not necessarily just Marriott. And essentially it looks like you're at that company's website booking the hotel. So in this case, kind of looks like you're with Marriott Vacation Club booking a hotel using your club points, and you essentially are, but you're at this third-party website. And anytime you book at a third-party website, you don't qualify for Bonvoy benefits when staying at a Marriott hotel. Now, your experience might actually be different when you check in. Give them your Bonvoy number. Maybe they'll give you a little bit of a perk there. So take that as it will. You might get something, but chances are you really won't, because you're technically not qualified because you're using an external booking site to make your reservation, which really is kind of a huge drawback, especially when we get into the actual points charged here, because what I did is, the misters just went out, but it's cool enough here now. I don't think it's really going to be too much of an issue. But I went and did some comparisons for hotels, kind of different places around the world. I looked at the Paris Champs-Élysées Marriott Hotel, 5 nights in mid-September. It would cost essentially about $5,000 to book those 5 nights just in a standard hotel room. But it would cost 16,555 club points. So if we're using club points and kind of looking at that, they're giving you 30 cents per club point for that stay. And many owners, if you own actually trust points, you're paying 82 cents per point. So you're kind of taking a big haircut from 82 cents per point down to 30 cents per point. It's costing you an extra 50 cents per point just to be able to use your club points to book this hotel. If you go and look at New York, I looked at the Sheraton New York Times Square. That was just 3 nights, and that actually was pretty cheap. It was $1,179, and it was 3,910 club points. So that was, again, 30 cents per point. I then looked at the Savannah, Georgia JW Marriott Plant Riverside District. Really a fabulous resort right on the river in Savannah, Georgia. That, I looked at 5 nights, $1,528 for those nights, 4,930 club points, again, around 30 cents per point. Then he just did a Fairfield Inn in Knoxville, Tennessee, Maybe you're on a road trip somewhere, you need a place to stay for a night, $189 or 625 club points. So that would cost, they're only giving you basically 30 cents per point again to stay in that hotel. So really a poor value. Even if you have enrolled weeks and you're booking using those, you might have points at maybe 45 cents per point. Some of the better ones are in that range, 40 cents per point. You're still basically paying more by using club points versus just going out and paying cash. So really what I suggest is save your club points for timeshare destination stays, staying at the vacation club resorts. They're fantastic. And that will almost always be your best use of club points. You're not going to get great use of club points by converting them to air miles, using them to book a rental car, using them certainly for these hotel stays or just about anything else like that. The only exception to this might be the owner exclusive events. If you want to look into those, you can get some pretty good value with those if you're into that kind of thing. Yeah, for us, hello hotels is goodbye hotels. We're not going to be using club points for any stays at hotels. We'll just use our Bonvoy points or pay cash. Kind of curious, have you had a chance to check this out? If not, be sure to head over to the Marriott Vacation Club website and check it out. See, you're probably not going to get much more than what I've seen out of this. But if you do, let me know down in the comments below. And if you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. It definitely helps out these videos. And to see another video about Marriott Vacation Club, it's kind of where I go in and I analyze the total cost of ownership, buying points up front, total maintenance fees over time, all those costs. I even give you access to a free calculator. So head over there and check that out by clicking on this video right here. Thanks for watching. And remember, until next time, the best destination is always a timeshare.